Okay folks, welcome back to The Long Dark. I am the Photo Gamer and we're back here in survival mode, exactly where I left us at the end of the last video. We are here in the farmhouse, trying to decide what to do, and I've gone off and done a little bit of thinking and tried to sort of decide where we want to go and what we're going to do, because things have gone a little bit slow paced here in MILTON, and I'm a little bit concerned about that because obviously there's not very much going on. It's all a little bit kind of routine-y, so I wanted to try and do something just to kind of give us something to do whilst we're waiting for all these various things to cure so we can do some crafting. So what we are going to do is this. The one thing we can't get into in MILTON is the gas station because we need a pry bar and we haven't been able to find one. So we have one in Mystery Lake. So what we're going to do, starting with this video, is we are going to have a run back to Mystery Lake. We're going to take some of the stuff that we've got here. We're going to go back to Mystery Lake. We're going to offload it, probably in Trapper's cabin. We might have a think about that. We might take it all the way home to camp office, but certainly initially in Trapper's cabin. If I left a pry bar anywhere near Trapper's cabin, I can't remember. Then we're going to come back with a pry bar so we can get into the gas station. That will allow us just to finish off this last little bit of MILTON, and hopefully by that point everything would have cured and we can start our crafting. We can do that, we can get that done, and then we can think about heading back to Mystery Lake with another run of stuff, which hopefully will then see us through and we can start thinking about going somewhere else. That's kind of my plan. So let us get going, because I'm standing out here in the freezing cold talking to you about this. So what I'm going to do, obviously we put down these snares in the last video which have caught absolutely nothing, so I'm going to pick them up and take them with me because I can make use of these somewhere else. So let's grab them. Now, I have left a deer hide in the farmhouse, by the way. We might as well leave that curing in there, because that's where the workbench is, so we might as well leave it there. So we're going to make our way back as the crow flies, because I can't see any wolves around, which means there'll be one hiding behind a tree somewhere, ready to rip my face off, as they have a habit of doing. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to do my trudge up to the Grey Mother's house, and assuming nothing happens, I shall see you there very shortly. Okay, so I am in the Grey Mother's house. Things did kick off a little bit outside. There was a little pack of wolves sitting right at the bottom of the driveway, at the bottom of the path there. There were 3 of them sort of lurking around where they don't normally find them, but we just sort of ran around the edge and got away with that, so nothing really dramatic going on. Okay, so let us have a little think about what we want to do then. So let's... I brought the cured rabbit pelt back. Did I bring the... I didn't bring the deer hide back as well, did I? That would have been a daft thing to do. Okay, we'll leave the rabbit pelt here with all of the others. I'll probably pop it on the side so I don't lose it. Okay, cool. So we need to get ourselves in good travelling condition. So we need to get rid of various things which we're not really going to need travelling back to Mystery Lake. So let's just offload some random stuff. So this is the box of offloading. So the snares I'm going to get rid of for the moment. We don't need those. I don't need quite so much charcoal either, so let's get rid of quite a bit of that. There we go. Okay, so that's the basic kit that I need, so that's all good. I'm inclined to... Oh, actually, I'll have a think once I've decided what I'm going to take with me. Food and water we'll sort out in a minute. Clothing-wise, that's pretty much what we want. I will take those with me. In fact, I'll stick with all of that, I think. Yeah, I think so. Firewood-wise, we are going to need some firewood. Probably mostly sticks. Probably don't need to worry too much about that reclaimed wood. We'll leave the reclaimed wood here, I think. In fact, I'm probably going to leave some of those sticks here as well. There we go. Okay, so that should give us a good little sort of carry there. That's going to give us 7 kilos of carrying weight. Now, we do need to carry a bit of food. I think we've probably got enough there. And I'll make sure I fully eat, because I obviously have a lot of deer meat in here, which won't last until I get back. Oh, I've actually got some raw. Oh, they're the little bits, so I'm not so bothered about those. I haven't got... This is probably not going to last until I get back, so I'll probably try and eat most of that before I go. The rest of it, I think I'm okay with food-wise, should be fine. I might just grab one piece of that, just so I've got some. Okay, water, yeah, I want to make sure I've got a little bit of that, so I'm going to carry an extra couple of litres, so that gives me 4 litres of water. And then I need to decide what I'm going to take back with me. So what I want to do, I'm going to take one of these... No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'll leave those there for the moment. What should we take back? We've got so much good stuff. I mean, we've got hunting rifles, but they're quite heavy. If I take a hunting rifle, that's pretty much all I'm going to be taking. Revolver... So let's take the flare shell. I'll leave the firearm cleaning kit. I'll leave the ammunition. I'm going to take one of the hatchets. And I will take the other hunting rifle, I think. Now, that's going to put us overweight. And most of what we've got here, to be fair, is all of these various pelts and things that we're using for crafting. Okay. I can probably eat and drink my way out of this slight problem before we leave, so that's not going to be too much of an issue, I don't think. Okay. Now, timing-wise, we're at midday, so we're actually probably not a bad time to be thinking about moving. But obviously I need to...
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I'm going to have to take all 4 pieces of this, because none of that is going to last until we get back. But obviously I'm aware I've got wolves lurking around outside the door. I can eat 3 of these pieces, but not the 4th. So then I can drink. I'm a little bit worried about taking an extra piece of meat with me. That's going to make me more attractive to wolves. I'm 1 kilo overweight at the moment. Now, that's not a problem initially, but it's going to be a problem when I get to the rope climb, because obviously I have to be able to get down the rope, and I can only do that if I'm not encumbered. Okay, let's go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to head up to the kind of playground area, the picnic area, where the little hut is, and we're going to sort of camp in there overnight, and then we're going to go down the following morning. So, this is where all the wolves were. They were all right here. So I'm a little bit worried about sort of just walking out. I'm going to encounter them all. Yep, there we go. I can hear barking already. Let's get back behind... I'm not actually sure if it is that safe, actually, to be honest, anymore. Not like it used to be. Okay. I don't think this is a great condition to be in right now, to be honest. Hi! Ah, okay. Oh no, he can! Oh my goodness, he can! He can actually get up there! Okay, they've definitely changed that AI. That's definitely been changed relatively recently. Okay, I have got some blood loss, I think. Let's just get inside. Okay, I think I might just wait a little bit until the wolves have cleared. Let's just make sure. Have we got blood loss? Do we need to deal with that? No, we just have pain and a sprained wrist. Okay, so we just need some painkillers and some treatment. So... let's deal with that. So I'm going to use my bandage. Deals with that one, and we've got some painkillers, so I'm going to use those as well. Okay, so to be fair, I think we might have shooed that wolf off. We might have shooed that wolf away, so let's go for it. But that's interesting because certainly in sort of fairly recent version of the Long Dark, the wolves couldn't get onto porches, they couldn't get onto these kind of little areas, so you're always relatively safe. But I always said it was a little bit unrealistic. They've obviously fixed it so that they now can run all the way over there. So hopefully that's a good time for us to make a bolt for it. So let's go. I'm going to go around the back rather than go down the middle. Oh, great. Okay, let's just run. Just going to brave Sir Robin it with a little bit lighter load so we can. Shall we head for the banker's house? Here's the banker's house, as is in Wintermute, so let's jump inside. I'm pretty sure I've already been in here. In this playthrough. No, I haven't! Really? I haven't been in here. Okay. Let's see what we got then.
I think I can use this.
Okay, don't need those. Obviously, because we're carrying that piece of deer meat, that's what's making us a little bit more attractive to the wolves. And obviously the fact that I didn't realise they can now get on the porches. You see, that's obviously coming with an update. I don't know how long ago that came in. I've missed it in a changelog somewhere. It's only just become obvious that that happened.
This stuff will come in handy.
Okay, anything in here? I didn't realise I'd not been in this house, if I'm completely honest. It is a kind of standard house that I do normally come to quite early on. There's a couple of fire logs there. We've got some trail boots I'm going to leave, obviously because of what I'm doing. I will take the fire logs though, because I can probably use those. So if you want to sleep through the night in the little hut, we are going to have a fire going. Fire logs are good for that. So check out tons and tons of heat. Now, I've actually noticed in a comment that someone made that if you crawl under some of the beds, there's goodies there. I think certain beds. I don't actually think you can crawl underneath them, but there might be things that I can't see from a distance. I have to be honest. I've never really looked that hard. I usually manage to find everything that I want. I probably missed something somewhere, which is fine. We usually stumble across it later, or live without it. Oh, flashlight. Okay, I'm having that. I'm not going to take the water, because obviously we've already got plenty of that. Okay, so we are now... Let's see, we're 7 kilos overweight now. That's put us quite a bit overweight. So what I'm going to do, let's eat that little piece of meat, because that just gets rid of it. And we'll drink a little bit more water. We're still 6 kilos over. Is there anything I've just picked up that we're not that fussed about? Anything that I can get rid of? Probably not, in all honesty. Okay, no. Apart from the 2 fire logs. 2 fire logs are 4 kilos. That's what the weight is, but I'd rather have those because they're going to be useful. Okay. Let's make a bolt for it then. See if we can get over to the trail. MILTON is quite a dangerous place to be if you're not familiar with the Long Dark and you're sort of not familiar with the regions and things. MILTON town itself is actually quite a dangerous place to be around. There's nearly always wolves lurking about in MILTON somewhere, and you do have to be quite careful. Because we're so much encumbered and we've got a headwind, it's really slowing us down. Right, I can't get into the gas station. That's the whole purpose of us trying to do this little trek back to Mystery Lake. Now, I suppose this little trek does sort of come under the category of my random jaunts that I just randomly decide to do for no reason. It does kind of fit into that category. Photogamer's randomness. We randomly decide to completely change tactics and head back to Mystery Lake. For no reason. Well, I'd say no reason. We do have a reason. This wasn't originally part of the plan. Okay, so I've got to remember the route because I never do get it right. I think we've got to go down this side of this rock here, not that side. Although we might find we can do either and it doesn't really matter, but... I'm always reluctant to say this area is usually wolf-free, because that's usually when a wolf appears, if I say something like that. Portable toilets there. It's a bit of a shame that you can't get into them. Any port in a storm and all that. I don't think I have gone the right way, you know. I think I've gone wrong again. I always do this. I get this wrong. Okay, I'm in the wrong place. I've gone the wrong way. I need to be heading further this way, I think. I never do get this right. Yeah, we need to be heading up this way. Obviously, lots and lots of sticks and things around, but I'm not going to be grabbing them because I'm already encumbered. I'm not going to make my situation any more complicated by grabbing any more. Hi, dear. Okay, we're not hunting. That would have been a good opportunity there. That would. Never mind. Okay, so we are now fishing in Milton Park. We've got some rabbits hopping about. There's the hut. I'm going to drop up to the hut. And this is where we are going to need to lose some of our carrying weight, because we are going to have to be underweight in order to use the rope that we have to use to get out of Milton. That's one thing about ropes. You can't use a rope either up or down if you're encumbered. So we can't use that rope if we're encumbered. We're going to have to lose a bit of weight. Walking into a headwind, by the way. I'm going slowly. Let's get in this little hut. Now I tell you what. There we go. That's my old bedroll that I left behind when I got here. I tell you what, I'm a little bit anxious about these wolves, you know, because obviously they can now get into porches. It just kind of makes me think, can they come in through these open doorways as well? And it honestly would make logical sense that they can. So that does make me a little bit anxious, I'm not going to lie. But this is not perhaps the safe haven it used to be. Right, okay, so we are midday. We've actually got plenty of time left, which I was honestly not expecting to have. I think I left some stuff behind me, didn't I? Or did I just not bother searching it? I don't think did I not bother searching this? Oh, apparently I sort of did. I did half of it, apparently. I did half a job. I came here before. Okay. That's fine. Right, so I'm going to leave some stuff behind in this drawer, because I'm almost tempted just to crack on, you know. So, let's get rid of those. I can't really eat that piece of meat just yet, which is a bit... I just want to try and lose... I need to lose another couple of kilos. And I am going to have to lose it. 2.76 kilos I need to lose. Well, I can get rid of one of it by getting rid of a bit of water. Yeah, I need to get rid of that venison, really. I'm not in a position to eat it just yet. I'm a bit reluctant to get rid of firewood because I'm probably going to need that. I am going to have to... Need bedroll. Just trying to think, what can I get rid of? An obvious one is the meat, but... I'm still 0.76. I've now got ominous music playing just to make things even funnier. Let's get rid of that torch, that's no good to us. I'm hoping I can just sort of drink my way out of this problem. Let's just drink. Does that get me underweight? No! Okay. I'm still going to lose a little bit more. Okay, it's going to have to be sticks, because I can grab those back on the other side. So let's get rid of some of these sticks. That's the ominous music plays. It always makes me nervous. Does that get me under? Yes, it does. There we go. Right. So now we are underweight. We can get down the rope, so let's do that. And then when we get down on the other side, we should grab some more sticks so we've got some firewood. Ultimately, of course, the initial goal is to get to Trapper's Cabin. That's where we're headed, so... My sort of plan is, if I get to Trapper's Cabin, I just need to refresh my memory, because it's been such a long time that we've not been in Mystery Lake, that I just need to refresh my memory of what we've got in Trapper's Cabin and what's in Camp Office. There might not be anything in Trapper's Cabin. It's a long way down. Gonna fall down there. Okay, let's go. Quite tired. And my fatigue goes down quite badly when we're climbing down these ropes. Well, yeah, we've actually just become encumbered because of our energy. I should perhaps have slept. But never mind. Going down is a lot safer than going up. Okay. This is not necessarily a safe place, by the way. Wolves do lurk around down here, so... I think you're safe once you get through this little bit and back up the other side. heading towards the caves, which is kind of where I'm initially headed. But I'm going to grab sticks. I've been caught out down here before, where the weather has suddenly gone south, and I've not had enough firewood to keep myself going. There's quite a few rabbits about down here. Oh, we've got to climb up another rope. I totally forgot about that. Oh, we're probably not going to have... I completely forgot we had to go up another rope the other side. Okay, well, I'm kind of hoping that there's no wolves knocking about. And I can sleep over here by the rope. Totally forgot we had another rope climb. Transition zones for you. They're not easy. Hopefully we'll be alright. Usually, touch wood, if there is a wolf in this area, it is usually in that middle section. I'm sort of hoping we'll be alright. I'm going to grab quite a few sticks. I'm going to have to sleep for a little bit, but I think what I'm inclined to do is sleep for a relatively short period. Sleep for a relatively short period at the bottom of this rope, just to give me enough energy to get up the rope. So obviously I can't use the rope at the moment because I'm encumbered. If I get into this little nook and sleep for a relatively short period at the bottom of this rope, that will give me enough energy to get up the rope. Once I'm up the rope, I'm safe from the wolves, because there aren't any up in that area, so I'm really just trying to get myself to a safe location. So let's get a fire going. Might as well use my fire striker. I'm going to give a good chance of getting this thing to light. If I can get a maybe 3-hour fire out of this, if I can, that will be all good. If you're wondering what I'm doing, by the way, looking down here, I have my stopwatch. So I'm keeping an eye on my running times, all that good stuff. So let's bung some extra firewood in. I'm going to use a piece of the reclaimed wood, and I'm going to use some sticks. I've got plenty of those. We've got a 2-hour fire. If I put the fur on, that will give me another hour. So there we go. Okay, that's good. So let's put the bedroll down as close to this fire as we can get. And we'll sleep for 3 hours. That will take us to the end of the fire, or roughly the end of the fire. We should now not be encumbered because we've got rid of a load of firewood. It's probably going to be dark. Or not dark, but getting a bit below. The fire's gone out. Hopefully now I have enough energy to get up. Oh, the weather's not very nice. Hopefully I now have enough energy to get up the rope. And we are no longer encumbered by a good margin because we used quite a bit of wood. So, let's get up this rope then. Rope climbs are always a bit scary in the long dark, because it always feels like you're going to run out of climbing energy before you get to the top. Particularly since you always go very slowly when you get to the top. There we go, we're up. We made it. Okay, so we're now in a bit of a safer area, but we were not 100% safe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself sorted for a fire. So let's gather ourselves whatever firewood we can get. Obviously this is going to push us back to encumberment again, but I'm not too worried about that. So pretty sure we don't have any more ropes to worry about. But we're going to be quite heavily encumbered. But what I really want to be able to do is have a fire that will go a big chunk into the night, ideally. tempted to go across the tree and head towards the cave. It's kind of our plan. So go over the tree and we'll head round towards the cave. It's not very far away. It's going to be a bit warmer in there. So in theory we won't need the fire, but we've got the option just in case we do need it. It's a little bit further round than I always think it is. But if we do hit maximum fatigue we can stop and camp. So we should be okay to do that. The ominous music plays again and the snowstorm comes down, but the temperature is actually absolutely fine. It's above freezing, or feels like above freezing, which is partly down to my what I do with my clothing, the way I play the game. There's many different play styles out there, but the way I do it is maximize warmth from your clothing, trudge quite slowly. It takes me longer to get places, but I don't freeze. I don't have to worry quite so much about freezing and being out in the cold. I can pretty much go out whenever I want to and not have to worry too much about the cold. Whereas some people will play with a lighter weight clothing so they can move more quickly, but they have to be careful when they go outside because it's very cold. So I tend to go for the move more slowly, take your time, but not freeze to death kind of approach. Okay, keep trucking. I'm running out of fatigue level and we are getting a bit dark now, but if I can get to the cave, hopefully that will be a good stopping point for us. We can spend the night, get ready to go into Trapper's cabin and over probably to camp office. I think we'll probably end up doing. That's a longer way than I thought it was. Where they've made this longer. Probably haven't, but okay, here we go. I'm pretty sure this is the cave entrance here. It's a long way, it's a mystery lane, it's a long way to go. And well, it is a long way to go, okay. That's not the cave, that's the cave up there. It really is a long way to go. Okay, well I think I'm going to call it for this this video of the Long Dark. So thank you as always for joining me. We are in the next video going to continue our trip back into Mystery Lake. We're going to get ourselves back over probably to camp office, sort ourselves out, come back with the pry bar, and hopefully we can then finish off Milton, get into the gas station, and then hopefully we can finish off our crafting with everything in Milton and make our way back properly to Mystery Lake and think about what to go next. But right now, thank you as always for joining me. I am the Photogamer. Take care wherever you are in the world. Until next time, I shall see you again very, very soon.